Hello, my name is Lorenzo Deloach. In this video lesson, I'd like to show and model how I taught my students about text structure. So shall we begin? First, we start the class by describing a friend in class or a character or a favorite celebrity on their warm-up paper, and they had to use descriptive elements. So as you see, for my favorite character, I described the character as yellow, having a red tie, being squishy, having big teeth, and is always happy. So again, I'm referencing SpongeBob here, and the students could infer who I was talking about in regards to the descriptive elements in on the slide here. So going forward, we talked about the focus of our unit again on nonfiction, also called informational text. And I had the students to infer again with the books that I have on the slide, what do all of them have in common? And they can tell here that they're nonfiction, and each book will specify facts and details about the topic being discussed in the book. Then we talked about the definition of text structure, and I had them to do a turn and talk in regards to the different types of books students could find these different forms of text structure in. And I even showed them a quick video. So I'd like to show just a little bit of the video. So the reason why I show them this video is because it will engage students with not only learning the information about different forms of text structure, but in a fun way using music and visuals. So after that, after watching the video, I had them to do a match term definition with each type of text structure. So the students will come to the board and match the term with its correct definition. Then we read our first article in regards to Pacific lizards. The text structure of this article, of course, will be description, and then students they will read silently for 5 minutes, and they will annotate the article in regards to 10 details that they learned about Pacific lizards. And then after they did that, they would together work with a partner to fill in this diagram here with 10 things they learned about the different forms of lizards, and then we would talk about it as a class. And then I also wanted the students to connect to the reading by watching a quick video about the lizards. So I wanted them to read the article to learn about the lizards first, and then they can connect to what they read in the article about the lizards in this actual video and apply their learning. So the next text structure that we talked about was compare and contrast. They also read a article together about tsunamis and hurricanes. And while reading again, they read for 5 minutes and they had to annotate, compare and contrast facts they learned about hurricanes and tsunamis. And then with their annotations, they completed this Venn diagram and we talked about it together to check their understanding. After that, we did another matching activity with key terms and with each nonfiction text structure. And this lesson goes on with problem solution and so forth. But to summarize the students' learning, I had them to go on our Canvas classroom. This is our actual Canvas classroom, and they had to do a Nearpod text structures introduction. And what this is an interactive video activity in which students will watch a video about text structure, and they also had to answer some questions too. It looks like this. So they did this video activity, and they actually turned this in online so I can look at their the progress. And then to check their understanding, I used generative AI, and I asked it to give me some questions in regards to text structure that I can assess my students with. I just want to show you how it looks like create questions with text structure. And it gave me these questions such as what clues help you determine the text structure and signal words? How does the structure help the reader understand the main idea? So I asked ChatGPT to generate a worksheet for me, and it did. And I looked over it, and it talks about, again, the 5 common types of text structures, and it gave short passages in which students had to read and infer what the text structure would be in each passage. So this is definitely an activity I would like to use for my students as a formative assessment tool. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson and have a good day.